guys, CASSIDY La Creme here, and today I'm going to show you how to style my signature look. And if you like the specs that I'm wearing, you can get them at my website, CASSIDYLACREME.com. The EMPRESS Glasses. I'm wearing the black color. You can also get them in, wait for it, tortoiseshell. That's right. So this is always my go-to look on a day-to-day basis. I love living the pinup life, and this style has just become such an inspiration to my style. This turban itself is from SHEIQHA Moda. It's a Singapore-based turban company, and they're semi-ready-made turbans, so you can style them in so many different ways. But for me, the bow is the most pinup. You can wear it with hair out the front, without, however you like it, but this is the signature look that I created once I got my hand on some of them. Thank you, Efson and Team SHEIQHA. But now it's become a staple in my wardrobe. So if you want to see how I create this style, keep on watching. Okay, so if you want to add the pinup roll into the style, I have already done a tutorial on that, so for saving time's sake, check that out. I'll put the link in the description and you can learn how to make your very own pinup roll there, no teasing or anything involved. Very quick, very easy, but we don't want to waste any time, so let's get straight into it. I have quite short hair. For me, once I've got my pinup roll in place where I would like it and it's nice and secure, I don't have a whole lot of volume in hair here, so I will just quickly tease it just a little bit, just so when I pull it back there's still a little bit of something here. So for this look you're going to need hairpins. You can also have a hair tie if you have longer hair than I do, but I just use pins. Something to stuff the back of your turban with to give you that volume. So here is actually a hijab or a turban scrunchie like this to go over your bun or ponytail at the back if you have longer hair, but I don't, so it just sits in there as you'll see. And you need a SHEIQHA semi-ready turban. Okay, so it's got this band here. Now this red color is unfortunately, it's a custom one. They have some more red coming soon, but this is a never released turban that was made for a fashion show that they gave to me. So sorry guys. But to see a pink one that they've given me, this is more what it looks like. So it's got these pre-folds at the back here, which will actually help when they're pulled out to create some extra volume at the back as well, some extra oomph at the bottom. And this one has a nice tight band because it's new. So that's what a real one's gonna look like, but for color's sake, and in case your elastic band stretches out, you'll know what to do, because I'm gonna use the red one. Alright, so now if you have long hair, you want to pull your hair back into a sort of flat bun, or you want to braid it and wrap it around. It's alright because you're going to have something covering the lump. If you've got short hair like me, I take a bunch of bobby pins. I start with my sides here because we want them to stay flat under the turban. There we go. So that's already creating our shape. You can push it in to puff it out a little if you need a little volume there. Once I've put my pins here, I just tuck back my little bits in no neat fashion whatsoever. For me, because my hair's so short, I have to tuck them up under here. It helps so that the little hairs flip out a little less at the bottom. Now we're going to take our turban. See how this one's quite big and the elastic doesn't have much give. It's already quite stretched. So you'll see what I have to do to compensate for that, or you might have a smaller head and your elastic is already a bit big on you when you get one. So I place the band here and then I try to bring it down. So that way it hasn't disturbed our roll, because you're going to stretch out your elastic band if you kind of pull it over your neck and then wrench it over your hair. Now if you are a lovely hijabi and you don't want to have any hair out the front, You don't have to. You can wear this style with or without the pin-up roll in front. This is just the way I choose to wear it, but it looks just as good without the hair in front. Now we need more pins. So the pins are going to help the turban to stay in place all day. A normal SHEIQHA turban, I will use 4, but this one has a bit of a stretched elastic, so I will use 5 or 6 pins. I always start with here at your nape of your neck, but because this one's a bit big, what I want to do is just give it a little pressure this way and put the pins in there, but just so that it lies nice and flat and not gaping at the back of my neck, and then pulling it again lightly, putting my pin here. You can style it behind your ears also, whatever you prefer, but I like it to sort of just half cover my ears. Now, because this one is a little bit stretched out, if your hair's coming up here, don't worry, you can just keep pushing it back in. And if your hair's here also, keep pushing it back in, keep pushing it back in. It's easy to do it now. You can put a little spray there to help if you want. But then because normally I'll just stick a band, a pin in here and a pin in here, and it's okay because the elastic's sort of holding it in place. But because this is bigger, then I'll pull it up in the center to where I want it with the hairs inside and do my bobby pin. Now I put my bobby pin in towards the center so it's not like gaping down this way. Same thing in the other. I lift it from the center lightly, put it to where I want it, and put my pin. You've got your turban in place now so that the weight of your scrunchie or whatever you put inside won't pull it back. If you've got a ponytail, put it around your ponytail to keep it secure. I don't, so I will literally just hold up my turban like so and put it in there lightly. You want it to sit in there nicely so that it fills it. You don't want to push it so much that it starts ripping your turban away. If you don't have a scrunchie like this, you can put an actual thick scarf, not too heavy because your neck has to hold whatever's in there all day or all night. I have used socks, I have used a t-shirt, I have used another wig and put it in there, so just get creative. Something squishy is usually good because it is not too heavy and it's moldable by the turban into the shape inside it too. So now we want to pull up our turban. See how it comes into a long point. We want to get our center point, find the band, try not to get too much hair in there. Pull that band. I like to put my hand here to keep the hair down and then just pull it through. This is where I take care of my little flaps here. So these actually I then tuck inside with like a little tucking motion. There we go, and it looks all neat and it's all tucked and it looks like bigaboo. Now, the SHEIQHA turbans come with 2 layers. You can't see it, but you can feel it. You can actually rub the material against itself until it opens up. See that side seam now? So that has opened up. This custom turban is a lighter fabric. The normal SHEIQHA turbans are thicker, so when you open it up, you can already see that this one sort of wants to sit in shape a lot easier, whereas this one tends to be floppy. But it's okay, I just make it work. Pull it apart, find your edge, let it be floppy, and then go underneath the band again, through here. Pull that edge through. Now keep your fingers here so it's creating one side of your bow. And if there's any excess fabric coming up, I just tuck it in, like this. So we've created one side of our bow. We just want to put our finger in. Where's the edge? There's a little hole in there. So you use your fingers to mold the shape. So much easier than it looks. So then we get the other side, make sure it's open, get the remainder of our point and put it back in that center part. Now we just do our shaping. Adjust it as you need to. If there's a bit too much on one side, use that band underneath to wiggle it around until you get the shape that you want. So see, for me, that's almost perfect, but not quite. So if I want a more taut bow, it's usually the first side that always makes this one a little floppy. So you can actually just tuck that part back in so there's less fabric under the original band. If your points at the sides are too droopy, just tuck it back into itself. And you can make it a more petite bow. Like that. Ta-da! Done. Now, some of you might have the problem where the turban already starts falling back. Don't worry. Don't get frustrated. Easy trick. Pull your pin out. Now that it's styled, lightly pull it back to where you want it. And put your pin back in. A little readjustment, and we're good to go. And if you have any little flyaways, easy fix. No. Oh, not too much. Oh, not too much. Less is more. Keep using that tucking motion to keep it exactly how you want it. All day long. Ah, yeah. Alright guys, so that is how I like to style my bow turban. Thank you very much, SHEIQHA, for always supporting me with your turbans. If you guys want to get your own SHEIQHA turban, check them out in the link down below. I am CASSIDY La Creme. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to like it, subscribe, and comment down below on what else you want to see from me. Who loves you, baby?